Hi, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I wanted to talk about something called replay value in video games. So last time I made a video about why I switched from Minecraft Alpha to Minecraft Beta, and it actually got a fair amount of comments and some people discussing the subject in the comment section, which I thought was very interesting. I never expected so many people to be interested in the topic. But yeah, I thought I would expand on some of the... Hello? I am hearing a very weird sound. But yeah, I thought I would expand on some of the ideas that I briefly touched upon in that video, including the main reason why I prefer older versions of Minecraft over the newer versions. And the main reason can be summed up in one word, called replay value. That's not one word. That's two words. Anyway, one concept, I guess, called replay value. And I will get into what that is exactly and provide you with some examples. So, replay value. By the way, while I am doing this, I am going to be working on my underground train station. So that's the background footage that you will be watching. So yeah, replay value. What is it? Replay value for me is the value that a game gives me that makes me want to return to it regardless of it changing in the future. So yeah, that being said, let's talk about replay value in Minecraft. So the reason that I prefer Minecraft Beta over newer versions is that I think the core gameplay loop in Minecraft Beta is more simple and ultimately, in my opinion, by the way, all of this is my opinion, you don't have to share it. In my opinion, the core gameplay loop in Minecraft Beta is better than that of the newer versions. I think the whole idea of, surviving, gathering stuff during the day and then surviving during the night is a very simple but cool idea. And I think the creative limitation in the older versions really add to that. There is not really a singular goal in the older versions of Minecraft. Like there is no boss, there is no leveling, there is no enchanting or anything like that. So you really have to, create your own adventure, which is a very cliche and niche thing to say, but it is true. Because there is no goal, there is also no end or finishing the game, which makes it an infinite sort of gameplay loop. You get this very... Oh, are you guys hearing that? I think I hear an ogre. Oh gosh. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to switch to peaceful mode. Because right now I don't have the time to figure out what the hell that ogre is doing. So yeah. What was I saying? I think Beta Minecraft has this very little amount of stuff that you can do with it. And therefore it has an infinite amount of stuff that you can do with it. Because the game is not pushing you into any direction, you can do whatever you want with it. If you want to, roleplay and build this crazy character in this crazy world, you're completely allowed to. And if you want to make a modern city, you're completely allowed to. Or if you just want to survive, make a castle, make it as, building as much defense against monsters, you are also completely allowed to. And I think the newer version of the game, which is not worse or better, pushes you into this direction of progression, where you have to, gather weapons, gather resources, and ultimately build up to this big boss fight. And there's more bosses now. But the point is, there will be a point in New Minecraft where you can say, I have done everything that this game has to offer, and therefore there is no use for me to play this until the next update comes out. And with older versions, you will never reach this point, because there was no goal to begin with. I think that is a brilliant idea, and therefore I will always keep playing this version of Minecraft. let's see, I've actually written down some notes of stuff that I wanted to talk about. So let me see if there's anything that I will miss. Adding new feature, blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, so the thing is, there's two ways that you can solve this, right, for players. The problem being that there will be a point where you have done everything. One of the ways to combat this is to just add new features, add new bosses, add new mobs, which is what Minecraft is doing right now, which is very cool. Don't get me wrong. Like I just saw the video that announced like the new mechanics for like a friendly version of the ghast, which is super cool. Honestly, I love the idea. But on the other hand, you can add new features all you want, but there will be a point where people have gone through all the features again and feel no more need to play the game. And I mean, that being said, Minecraft is doing well for itself. I don't think they should change the game just because I am saying so, but I do think there's something to say, like critically, for, you know, the core concept of just having a good gameplay loop over adding new features. So that being out of the way, I wanted to give you an example of a video game that does this very well, in my opinion, and that has aged very well over the years. And that game is Left 4 Dead 2. So for those of you who are not familiar, Left 4 Dead 2 is a game by Valve, the creators of Half-Life and Counter-Strike and Steam as well. You might know that if you are a PC gamer. And Left 4 Dead is this zombie survival shooter where basically the point of the game is that you start at point A and you have to walk over to point B, and the only thing you have to do is not die, which is a extremely simple gameplay loop, right? You play this with 4 players, and there are like a handful of weapons, there are a handful of enemy variations, but all the maps are linear. Nothing is randomly generated except for some like weapon spawns or monster spawns, but the maps that you play will be the same every single time. However, you can complete all of these maps, right? But because the idea of the game, the simple idea, has been executed so good, people are coming back to this game from time to time, like still after, what has it been, 15 years now, maybe 16, which is crazy, right? And I think I have a nice anecdote to explain how simple this gameplay loop is. And therefore we have to go back into my last relationship. This will make sense. Hear me out. So, there was a point where I introduced my ex-girlfriend to this video game, Left 4 Dead 2. And you have to understand that I'm not talking to her anymore, so I wouldn't know. But at the time, she didn't really play any video games, right? Therefore, it can be quite a challenge to introduce somebody to a video game, especially something like Left 4 Dead, where stuff is going pretty fast and the whole game can be a bit chaotic. But the thing is, she instantly understood everything, even from the perspective of somebody who doesn't usually play video games. The idea that you have to go from A to B is super simple. The idea that you have to stay together in order to survive is very intuitive. The color coding, like if you want to heal yourself, there are these med packs that are bright red in a environment where nothing else is red. All of the enemies look exactly the same, except for the special ones that you gotta watch out for. There's only like 4 or 5 special enemies in this game, right? And they are all super distinct from each other, but also they have very distinct characteristics. They have very distinct sound design, where there's this one special enemy called the Boomer, and if it gets too close to you, it will explode, which attracts even more zombies, right? And it has this very low voice, it kind of rumbles, and I think it even says boom. And also it is this, like, if you look at it, it's this very round, very fat zombie that doesn't look like any of the other zombies. So you don't have to memorize all of these enemies, right? They have all of these characteristics that you can just instantly recognize. So yeah, long story short, Left 4 Dead, good game, because it has a very simple gameplay loop. And because it is so simple and so memorable and so easy to access, it doesn't need a lot of new content for it to stay interesting. And yeah, so going back to Minecraft Beta, I am seeing a lot of people that are playing the old versions again, and having made a video on this topic last week, I also saw a lot of comments from people who prefer the newer version and were like, guys, this is just nostalgia, please get out of here. And fair play, you know, fair play. If you prefer the newer versions, power to you. But I think that what a lot of people are missing here is the core gameplay loop of Minecraft Beta. That is just very simple. That gives you a lot of freedom. It's very easy to understand, but still allows you to do anything you want with it. So yeah, I actually went through this pretty quickly. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? Oh yeah. So with Left 4 Dead, right? There is just a number of maps that are all very good. But if you do so desire and you really want to have extra content, you can just install mods. And the same goes for Beta Minecraft. If you really want to have more content, you can just install more mods and, you know, fine-tune the game. And I know this is not for everybody, especially like the core audience of Minecraft that will never install mods, or just, you know, they just want to play the game and get on with their lives, which is totally fine. But I think there are a lot of people out there who are looking for like a special experience in gaming, one that you can fine-tune to your needs, one that you can play over and over again for years to come, which is the case with this version. You know, people have been playing this for literally for over 10 years. And I think there's some value in that as well. So yeah, I think that that is all that I wanted to talk about. So that is my reason why I still play this this version of the game, why I really value replayability in video games, and why Minecraft is similar to Left 4 Dead, I guess, the old Minecraft. So I would love to know your thoughts about this. If you disagree with me, please let me know, because I thought it was so interesting last time to, you know, read all of the comments from the people who didn't agree with me. But if you do, then also let me know. If you have your own anecdote or your own stories, please share them in the comment sections. And yeah, I'm super happy that people are enjoying this type of content. So I will see you in the next video. I will be doing a 100 subscriber special, which is super like stupid and cliche. But yeah, thanks for 100 subscribers, and I will be seeing you guys later. All right, enjoy your day.